Hey guys, it's Sinem and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. So today it is another MAC collection video. If you guys are new here, I always review MAC collections here on my channel. Whatever MAC collection you are looking for, I've pretty much already reviewed. I recently just reviewed the MAC Wakanda Forever collection, which is up on my channel already, and the Bubbles and Bow Christmas collection. And today it's going to be the MAC Whitney Houston collection, which is such an iconic collection, collaboration. I can't believe they did a collection on Whitney Houston. It is somewhat like a semi-small collection. It's not too small, but it's not too big either. But I'll give you guys like a little sneak peek. We have it right here. We have like the lipsticks, the lip glosses. I got like blush, highlighter, eyeshadow palette, so it's gonna be a good one. It's a good collection, and yeah, I hope you guys find it enjoyable and helpful. And without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. I'm actually going to insert a clip right now as well, so you guys can actually see the full collection. This was in a MAC store that I went into, so this is the full collection here. You can see everything that's in the collection, and you guys can kind of see the different colors. So the ones that I didn't pick up, you guys can see here, there is like 2 blushes. I did pick up more of the purpley one. There's more of a pink one as well. And then the lipsticks as well. I didn't pick up the reds just because I felt like you can find very similar colors. The makeup bag I was debating, and the lashes, I don't really wear lashes. Can we just talk about the packaging? Of course, I kind of love and hate it, only because I feel like on camera you can read her name, but in person it's very like, I don't know what the word is, but it's just, I don't know. I just don't really like the packaging in person. On camera it looks okay, I guess. It just kind of seems like blended in, so I don't know. I'm not really a fan of the packaging. Let me know what you guys think about it. So the first thing we're going to be starting off with is the eyeshadow palette. So this is the MAC and Whitney Houston eyeshadow palette. There's 8 eyeshadows in here. And this is, of course, what the packaging looks like, what we just talked about. This one is called Whitney's Nippy Iconic Palette. And this is the inside of what it looks like. So it's almost looking green on camera, which is really weird. Can you guys see what I mean? Where it's kind of like you can't really see her name. I just feel like for such an iconic woman, and like for it to be an iconic collection, I feel like just you should have made it a little bit more known that it's Whitney Houston. Like I can literally barely read her name. And inside we have 8 eyeshadows, and this is it right here. So right off the bat, it's a very different color story. Of course, it's more so like Whitney's colors. That's what they kind of went for. It might be hard to create like a look every single day using this palette because it is kind of very random, but I will say the colors are nice like individually. I don't know about it being a palette. So that is it right there. You have mainly mattes, and then you actually only have 2 shimmers. So that is that. And I'm just going to go through them. So you have Nippy Sand Dust. Nippy Sand Dust is described as a light banana nude, and it's a matte. Then we have Nippy Taupe Dusk, which is described as a mid-tone taupe, and it's also a matte. We have Nippy's Chestnut, which is described as a mid-tone brown, also a matte. Nippy's Grape is a cold blue grey, also a matte. We have Nippy Platinum, which is a gunmetal with sparkle, and it's a luster finish. We have Nippy's Melon, which is an ochre orange, and it's a matte. Nippy's Crease, which is a plum shimmer, and it's a luster. And finally, we have Nippy's Noir, which is just a black, and it's a matte. And those are the swatches. You can see they're kind of, they're not as pigmented as I would like it to be. The mattes are nice, and that is more of the focus on this palette, is to have more of those matte shades. So the first shade I'm going to be taking is called Nippy's Melon, and I'm going to be trying my best to use most of the colors in this palette. I'm putting this in the crease. I will say this orange is really nice, like super nice. I actually really like the undertone of it, and it's very smooth. It feels really nice actually. Next I'm going to darken it up with this shade right here, which is called Nippy's Chestnut, which is like a beautiful deeper brown. I think I'm going to really like this shade. Yeah, stunning, absolutely stunning brown. It just warms up the crease. So let me know, are you guys a fan of Whitney Houston? Are you going to be picking anything up from this collection? Are you picking it up just for collection purposes, or are you actually a fan? This would be a great like Christmas gift to give to maybe a Whitney Houston fan as well, even if they're not like a pure makeup lover. Even just getting them like one lipstick or one lip gloss that they might actually get use out of, or even if they just want it because they're a big fan. And then we're going to go into Nippy's Sandust, which is that kind of banana nude is what they described it as. And I'm just going to apply that on the brow bone. This is definitely more of like a yellowy, very yellow, almost peachy color. So I think on me it's looking a little dark as a brow bone highlight, but that's okay. Next, I'm going to be using my finger, and I'm actually going to be taking Nippy's crease, which is that purple, and putting it on the lid. Looks like that. Like an eggplant purple. So there is some fine shimmer, very fine shimmer, and it looks really pretty. It's obviously not going to be super like metallic or shimmery, but it does give a little bit of a sheen, if that makes sense. So it is really nice if you don't want like glitter or foiled metallic eyeshadow, but you just want a little bit of a sheen. That actually is really nice, and especially with the browns as well. I think I could even leave it like that. That looks super pretty. I'm actually very impressed with the formula of this eyeshadow palette. It's actually super creamy with barely any fallout, very silky and very pigmented even without a base. So I'm really liking that. I think lastly I'm going to be taking the black mixed with a tiny bit of Nippy's grape and just putting that on the top lash line. So you can see it's more of like a grayish black rather than just a black, which is really nice. I'm going to take Nippy Taupe Dusk and just put that on the bottom lash line because it's a lighter grey. So there is the look using the eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to do a little bit of mascara, but I absolutely love it overall. I'll give you guys my final thoughts at the end, but let me know what you guys think. I really, really, really love the colours and how it came out. I think it just looks so smoky and sultry and just very nice. So in this collection, there were two blushes, as you guys saw in the clip earlier. There is a plum blush and then there is more of a pinkier blush. I decided to go for the plum blush because if you guys are new here, plum blushes or purpley blushes or like just, yeah, plum blushes are my absolute favorites. And my favorite blush of all time, like holy grail, is actually from MAC and it's called Breath of Plum. So when I saw this blush, it literally is like almost identical to that. And so I honestly can tell you that I've almost fallen in love with this blush even without using it yet. So this is what it looks like. I hope it does translate nicely on the cheeks. So again, you guys saw the packaging. It just looks like that. So this blush is called Nippy's Plum Rose. I really do like the packaging actually on this. It says Whitney Houston MAC with her signature as well, Whitney's signature right there embedded in the blush. And so Nippy's Plum Rose on MAC's website is actually described as a raisin red, which is a very interesting way to describe this blush. I honestly would just say it's like a purpley pink plum blush. So let's do a swatch first of all, and it's nice and smooth. Her signature's still there, and that is what that one looks like. I mean, that is absolutely beautiful, especially on deeper skin tones. That is Nippy's Plum Rose. I mean, honestly, it is like exactly the kind of blush that I absolutely love on myself. So, you know, it's not too purple either. And then again, you can always share this out. It's never going to have to look too heavy. You can always play around with it. I only have bronzer on, so let's see. Ooh, very pigmented. Very pigmented. Oh my God, you need a very light hand with it. Okay, it's insanely pigmented, and I will say it's not as like purpley as I thought it would be. It's actually more of like a pink. Of course it's going to look different on everyone, but I really thought it was going to be more like plummy. I do definitely see like the plumness in there, but it's not exactly like how it looks, I don't think, in the pan, or maybe it does, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but it is extremely pigmented, so you do have to be very careful and just use a light amount. Very smooth, very pigmented. It's just like the standard MAC blushes, which I usually like anyway. I love MAC's blushes, so yeah, that is that color right there. I honestly would still say probably get this one because it's just really, really, really nice and like pink, and it just adds a little something to the cheeks. It just adds a little bit of life back into the face. Next, we're going to jump into the highlighter. So there is only one highlighter in this collection, which is a universal highlighter for every skin tone, apparently. Now, this one I think will probably be too dark for me, but this is it right here. So this is the Whitney Houston and MAC Extra Dimensions Skinfinish, and it's called Just Whitney. So this is it right here. Absolutely iconic to have a compact, and this one is just called Just Whitney. So if I open it up like that, you can see it's a beautiful gold highlighter, and it has Whitney's signature again embossed in the actual highlighter. So I love just that kind of little addition. Now, this highlighter on MAC's website is actually just described as a golden bronze, and that really is exactly what it is. It's not really just a gold. I can definitely see there's a bronziness about it. Let's go ahead and actually swatch this. So, wow, it feels super like silky and creamy. That is it right there. So you can see very kind of, I don't want to say orangey gold bronze, but you know, definitely a bronziness to it. And I'm just going to apply it right here. There we go. So that is Just Whitney, a very, very, very bronzy golden shade with a little bit of like that orangey undertone. So I am going to just try it on the cheeks. Ooh. Okay, I don't know how they've done that. I'm gonna see if I can put the brightness down. That honestly isn't as dark as I thought it would be. It honestly isn't as dark as I thought it would be. It almost just is like just a very light golden glow, and that kind of bronziness and darkness isn't really showing up. Can you see that? Like it's still a light gold, but it's still very wearable. Okay, this has honestly shocked me because I honestly thought it was going to be so dark, but it's just looking nice and wearable. Wow. Wow. In person, it looks even more like incredible. Like, look at that. Just how my cheeks are glistening. I'm going to put it on the nose and see. No, like literally, it's almost like it's so subtle. Like there's barely any of that like gold or bronze coming through. Maybe just slightly, but I'm so glad that it's so wearable. Can you guys see that? Like even on the nose. So that is the highlighter right there. Let me know what you guys think, but you can definitely see that it's super, super, super like glass-like almost. It's very glowy. You know, there's a hint of a gold there, but it's very wearable even if you are of a fairer skin tone. Definitely we can still rock this, which I absolutely love. I'm actually going to take a little bit with my finger and just apply it in the inner corner as well, just to like give a little pop. Oh yeah, stunning. So I'm super impressed. I'm super happy that that actually works and I can actually wear it, because I was so afraid that it was going to be really dark. So yeah, that is what that looks like. Super, super nice and just very glowy. And I've been loving all of these products so far. So in this collection, there are 4 lipsticks. There are 2 nudes or like nude-ish colors, and then 2 of those reds that you guys saw in the clip earlier. I did, of course, pick up more of like the nuder ones because I feel like a lot of you guys are going to probably reach for those more and probably will want to see those colors swatched. So that's why I got them. And also I would be wearing the nudes the most anyway. Like I'm barely going to wear those reds often. So this is what the lipstick looks like, the packaging. The box again with Whitney Houston. You can't really see it much, but that is that. And inside this is the actual lipstick, the tube. Super pretty. I do actually really like this. I love the font with Whitney Houston written on it. I love that when you open it up as well, it does say MAC Whitney Houston even there on the inside. And the first shade I have here is Nippy's Rose, which is a frost finish. Nippy's Rose is basically just, it reminds me of like a MAC shade from before. I can't remember which one. If you guys know, then, or if you know what it looks like, then comment down below. But it's basically a pink lipstick with a gold shimmer, so it's gonna be very frosty, very pink and gold, a beautiful rose shade, but it is gonna be a frost finish, which is more of a shimmery finish. On MAC's website, they describe Nippy's Rose lipstick as a pearly coral pink. And the other one that we have here, which obviously I think is my favorite, is called Nippy's Moody Nude, and this is a cream sheen finish, and this is a beautiful, like almost brown pink lipstick. This one, because it's a cream sheen finish, it's just going to be really creamy, really opaque and pigmented, and I feel like this one is going to go literally like so flattering on every single skin tone. So on MAC's website, they actually describe Nippy's Moody Nude as a universal brownie pink nude, and that is already in the name, in the description, universal. It honestly will be such a flattering shade on everyone. I love that it's not too brown, but it's not too peach, but it's not too pink either. It's just kind of like that perfect in between of all those shades. Of course, it's going to look different on every single skin tone as well, so do bear that in mind. How it looks on me, how everything looks on me will look different on you, but it's just to get an idea of the colors. So I am going to swatch this one. So this one is Nippy's Moody Nude. Oh, stunning. I can say on me it looks a little more browny peach. And that is that right there. That one's beautiful. So a lot more like shiny, a lot more frosty, and it's just a beautiful kind of rose plum pink shade. So that's that one right there. I'm first going to go ahead and try Nippy's Moody Nude. So let's go ahead and see. That's a stunning color. I don't know if it goes with the look, but that is super flattering and really pretty. It definitely is like a, I don't know if I have something like this. It's like a brown, it's definitely a brownie pink. I actually really like it. Now, it's not something I normally wear. I'm just going to see if I cover my eyes. Yeah, it could be really pretty, like maybe without this eye look, but let me know what you guys think about this shade. Is it something you would wear? I will say it is very, very pretty, very creamy. It is pretty much almost true to how it looks in the tube and how it actually comes out on the lips, which is nice. And yeah, I love that. I think with a lip liner would be really nice, or even just by itself. So that one again is called Nippy's Moody Nude. It is a cream sheen finish. And it is more of a universal kind of undertone. And leave me your thoughts below on what you think about this one. Next, I'm going to be trying out the Nippy's Rose lipstick. So let's see, this one is going to be more frosty. I think I'm going to like this one a bit more. It is super, super like frosty, but not in a glittery way, just in like a, almost like just a sheen. You can definitely see in person, on camera it doesn't show it, but you can definitely see like a gold shimmer throughout the lipstick. And it's super flattering. I actually really like this one. It's very unique, it's different, it's still wearable, but it's not a bright pink. It's just a beautiful like rose golden shimmery lipstick. I really like that. So let me know what you guys think about this one. I think this one again would suit every single skin tone. You just have to kind of play around with it a little bit, maybe with a different lip liner or maybe mix and match with a different lipstick, but I really like that as well. So that one is Nippy's Rose, and again, very true to how it looks in the tube and how it actually comes out on the lips. And my lips are pretty pigmented anyway, and it just covers right over it, and yeah, looks good. I like this one. Last but not least in this collection are two lip glosses, and there's only two, so I did pick up both of them, and this is what that one looks like. So the two glosses honestly, I would say looks stunning. Like they did really, really well picking these colors. The first one is called Nippy's Shimmery Gold, which looks like this. So it is pretty much like a gold lip gloss that MAC always does in their collections. They literally just did one for the Wakanda Forever collection that I reviewed. If you guys haven't seen that, definitely check it out. And there's literally like a gold gloss in there as well. It's basically like gold finch lip gloss, like the permanent gloss that MAC do, but it is still pretty. If you don't own one, I definitely would recommend getting a gloss like this. It just looks really nice alone or on top of lipsticks. Nippy's Shimmery Gold on MAC's website is just described as a gold sparkle. I will swatch that one in a second. And then this one I'm the most excited for, which is called Nippy's Shimmery Cinnamon. This one is just a beautiful like rusty like cinnamon brown gloss with, you can see that like gold shimmer running through it. It's absolutely stunning. I don't own anything like this. I actually haven't seen MAC do something like this. I don't know when was the last time MAC actually made a gloss like color like this. Nippy's Shimmery Cinnamon is described as a bricky copper sparkle on MAC's website. So I really like this one. I'm gonna actually swatch the cinnamon one because I'm really intrigued. Oh, there's almost a kind of like purple in there as well. It's like a purpley, cinnamony gold. It's very hard to describe, but it's very beautiful. Can you guys see what I mean by purple? Like it's definitely like browny, but there's a bit of a purpleness to it. And then we have Nippy's Shimmery Gold, which is just going to be like a standard gold shimmery gloss. And that is that one there. I'll just put the brightness down. You can see just a clear, sparkly gold gloss. So that is that. That definitely looks very purple. So I'm first going to go ahead and try out Nippy's Shimmery Gold. Wow. It is just glitter in a bottle. Wow. So I had to put the brightness down. If I film with this lighting, it's too dark, so, but look at that. Full glitter, like, just full glitter. So that one is Nippy's Shimmery Gold. Let me know what you guys think about this one. And then the one I'm most excited for, Nippy's Shimmery Cinnamon. This one, on everyone. Get this one. Wow, on its own, on top of a nude lipstick, deeper skin tones, even like, I don't know, just everyone. And it's not as purple as I thought it would be. It's definitely looking more brown. This is so in trend right now as well. It looks a little lighter than it does in the actual tube, but it's still very pretty. I love, love, love this one. That one is Nippy's Shimmery Cinnamon. So let me know what you guys think out of the two glosses. Which one do you prefer? Comment down below. Or which one are you going to be picking up for yourself? But again, this one's Nippy's Shimmery Cinnamon. So, giving you guys my final thoughts, I did switch my lip back to Nippy's Moody Nude. My final thoughts is I absolutely love this collection. Now, in terms of packaging, I'm not really in love with it. I do actually like the packaging on the products, if that makes sense, but I don't like the box. You just can't see her name, and it's just very like, I don't know what it is that I just don't like about it. But it's not about the packaging, it's about the products. Eyeshadow palette, stunning. Absolutely love it. Super silky and smooth, very pigmented. Even the shimmery eyeshadow, like even though it's not really shimmery, it just provides you with a beautiful like sheen. And I absolutely love the eyes. I think that's like my favorite thing so far in the collection. So I actually really like the eyeshadow palette. If you do like those tones, then definitely get it. The blush I do really like. However, I can say it's a little more like brighter than I thought it would be. I thought it would be more like mellow, more subtle, a bit more toned down, but it actually is more of a brighter pink. So it's nice, but it, you know, really depends if you're looking for a new blush, if you're looking for a blush like this. The lipsticks I absolutely love. I'd recommend both shades. I really, really like this one now that I've put it on again. I think I like this one more than the rose. I think this one I would recommend to everyone to get this at least, because the rose one is a little more specific and might not suit everyone, whereas this is definitely more flattering on a range of skin tones. Very creamy, very pigmented, and it's gonna go with a lot of eye looks, with any blush. And then the highlight I absolutely love. I'd recommend that to everyone as well. Super silky, wasn't glittery as well, which I forgot to mention. It's not a glittery highlighter. It's just a very like smooth finish. It's like their normal extra dimension skin finishes anyway. And then the glosses, I would definitely recommend both, but if I had to pick, definitely the cinnamony one, because it's a little more different. You know, you can put it on top of nude lipsticks, you can wear it alone and it still has a bit of color, whereas the gold one you can always find and you can always get. And I think that is it from me. Everything will be linked down below as well for both UK and US viewers, and I think that is it. So I look forward to MAC's next collection, whatever that is. And I hope you guys are all staying safe. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And until next time, I'll speak to you guys all in my next video.